Chris, what do you think of the story of this game?
It's not as good as Mike's story.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much going on.
Mine was better.
You really grew those characters.
People are online too much, and it makes them die.
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
People are online too much that makes them die.
There's a mysterious disease
That's a literal thing that happens in like Korea.
that these people are on the internet. They're checking their phones. These
No,
young
kids
people.
just sit at their computers so long addicted to games they just die. They forget to eat and shit. They forget to eat and
I feel like
shit.
that can happen in America too. I think.
Just because it happened to you.
You died.
No, I think I remember hearing a story about that. Remember there was the image of the guy who was covered in like bags of Cheetos and everything? They found him.
You're making that up, right?
No, that's real. That's a real image, isn't it?
Throw up the image.
Cheeto.
Why did you look for it? That's like linking somebody rotten.com. Don't put that on screen.
Rotten.com, is that still around?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't
There's
heard
a
about it
dated reference.
since grade school.
Everyone used to go on Rotten.com. She's kind of pretty. Will she be mine?
She's all yours, Chris. Go for it.
Thank you.
Have at her.
Have at her.
Gentle nurse.
Hello, my brittle babe.
Kind woman.
Every woman in this game has the greatest tits I've ever seen.
I told you.
They're usually gentle or kind.
Even
What about
that
this one?
slouching harlot has beautiful breasts.
Oh,
not her
she's
name.
distracted. I can't talk
Oh,
to
you
her.
can't talk to her.
She's playing Candy Crush or some bullshit.
This is specifically 2019. This
Specifically.
release.
Really?
So Candy Crush is kind of out of fashion now.
What's in now?
I don't know what is in now.
The original game was 15.
I haven't kept up with like mobile gaming. What is
Actually,
hot?
I have no clue. I don't know what.
I know old ladies who still play it. Why, there's these two old ladies next door to me. All they do is play Candy
All they do
Crush.
is crush candy all day.
They have all these like stuffed dogs on their shelf, and they used to be acrobats and actresses.
There could be
That's
both.
Coraline.
Yeah, that's Coraline.
We watched Coraline earlier today. I was working on the animated intro that you have now watched, viewer.
So I did the shot.
And we
I did the shot. Cut to the shot.
there it is. Wow.
Again.
Look
again,
at those colors.
That
Again,
took
again,
2
again.
hours.
Again.
Again.
It is really impressive how fast you were able to throw it together.
That's the power of Procreate and the new iPad and the new Apple Pencil, which I
Wait.
spent $7 billion on. What?
Zoom into it. Pause.
That's not nice. Do you have to really do that?
How did you not notice that
Chris,
when
I
you
think
made
you
it?
made these
All
pixels too
pictures
big.
have imperfections. You can't blame me.
You thought people weren't going to notice that?
Well, I mean, when you put Gaussian blur, a little chromatic aberration, a little depth of field, a little camera shake, you're not going to notice these things. But when you go out of your way to zoom in on it, police guarding things.
That's a serious security guard.
That's a seriously strapping
Probably
security
because
guard.
you're heading to intensive care.
How intensive is that care?
They care really hard.
It's a little bit overbearing.
I want to just say something. Mm-hmm. If she wasn't wearing a bra and her shirt was that much open, I feel like you would definitely see her nipples at some point.
I'm sorry you don't get to, Chris.
You know, just statistically speaking,
I
it's
swear.
like inevitable that it would have to
I've
happen
seen
at some
women's
point
nipples
in
pop
the game.
out of their like turtlenecks. It's crazy.
I picture when you said that, I picture all the way up.
Yeah, that's what
and
I
out
meant.
The,
That's what
out the neck hole.
That's what I meant.
They gasp and blushy, and then they bounce right out.
Oh no!
Digimon.
I think this is what I want to do, or am I wrong?
Do people say blushy anymore? Do they say glomp?
Do you remember Huggies?
Does anybody say smexe?
Do they say bishy?
Smuggies. I love Second Life Huggies.
How do you remember that?
Because I remember.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Huggies.
Everybody would always be doing it.
That's dude. That Sonic World we used to go to was day after day of pure enjoyment. Holy shit! I can't believe.
I hope there can be something in the future documenting, like, Because there already were Second Life documentaries like way back in the day,
Yeah.
just kind of focusing on like how it functioned as a social platform. But there's a lot of like undocumented history on there. A lot of crazy things happened over the years. Like it's really interesting that was a point online.
Do you want to hear something funny?
Uh-huh.
You know, in that video when the cool Bowser comes in and he goes, or you know, he de-escalates everything. He goes, "It's all good, okay, guys. Wait, we can kiss and have sex," and and everyone goes, "What?" Do you remember that part?
I remember the buff Bowser.
That's what I'm talking about. He de-escalates the situation. He's like, "It's all cool. We can have sex." He's like making a joke. Everyone's like, "That is a funny joke." Ha ha ha. Well, recently I went into a new Discord server in regards to a new hobby. And when I went in there, I don't want to dox the server, so I'm going to say hobby, whatever. But I went in there, and something about the website is like broken. And so I go in, and in general chat, everyone's talking about the same thing. They're like, "This part of the website's broken," right?
Oh,
and
here we go.
everyone's like screaming at the mods in there. And there's this mod guy, and he's like, "Guys, I'm trying my best to get through all of your blah blah blah."
Did he de-escalate it? Was he there?
No, dude. This is what happened. Someone said, "I'm having a very particular problem," and then he explained it. I said, "That's the exact problem I'm having." And then I explained exactly what happened to me. And then the mod was like, "Could you guys please just let us work?" And I was just like, this is Discord. This is a general chat in Discord. And then it's like, "Yes, but we're trying to get through these requests, and you're all just yelling at me." And I was like, "No one's yelling, dude. We're telling you our problems to help you better understand them. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, why are you taking? Well, like, what the? Like, go do your job then."
Were they Bowser?
No, but then he's like, now that you're like fucking with me, I'm gonna move you to the end of the requests." And I was like, "Okay, that's really professional." And he's like, "You know what? I'm sorry. I'm just very hangry right now."
Did he actually say hangry?
He said hangry, and I was like, "Okay." And then someone came in, literally, and they did the exact same thing. They're like, "Guys, whatever. Let's all just kiss and have sex and ha ha." And then everyone's typing in ha 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 ha. It's like, what the fuck? That's like deja vu back to that Bowser guy.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that I see online, it feels like, we were talking about it earlier, that's kind of like a new cycle coming through on the internet. You're kind of seeing repeats of that again. I think back to like old DeviantArt. I think back to old, remember Sheezy Art? That was a website.
I never once saw Sheezy Art. I don't know
like
what it was
people
like
used
there.
LiveJournal. People used all these websites, and people were constantly like escalating situations, getting into arguments similar to that. I don't know. It's just a thing. Web communication tends to go that way.
Just the sad thing about online is your tone never quite reads well through text. You can be very politely explaining what's going on, and people take it as an attack for some reason.
That's true.
Well, also, you're just words on a screen.
Yeah.
I try to be very diplomatic with my text words at this point. I try to...
Can we go back to
as
AOL
excise.
to Messenger when you could, like, you know, set your font in your backdrop?
Oh, yeah. Make
your
it
text
pink.
color.
That way everybody knows you're joking. My problem with that is then that people wouldn't turn it off.
It was obnoxious.
You
would always see
they'd
really
be saying,
blinding
"Oh, my mom
colors.
died and I feel really bad," and it would be in fucking curly Q, fucking bright pink.
Remember away messages? And people would have, like, song lyrics or poems that they really enjoyed.
You know, there's a new thing online that you type in the context of your emotions as you're typing out a sentence.
Describe it to me. How is it
It's-
formatted?
You type in like / like S for like sad, and then you type in something.
I've seen people do that with sarcasm.
No, yeah, no, I probably just did it wrong. I'm just like an example,
That's fine.
but it's like, yeah, people will get mad at you now for
If
not
it's
doing
like
that.
a thing that was built into a messenger, I could see that maybe being useful for some people,
Just
but
use emojis.
that's weird just doing that in general, I guess. It is hard to read tone within text a lot of the time, though, because it is just text.
Well,
but-
I guess I should do it for you then, you big baby.
Oh, okay.
You big pussy bitch.
I'm glad that all the discussions we've
Like
been
that right
having.
there. that had multiple layers to it.
It
See,
was
it was
anger.
sarcasm with legitimate hatred built into it,
And
all thrust onto me.
That's ever present.
I can't get rid of it. I cannot unleash the curse within.
I was gonna say I'm glad that all the discussions we're having are very like online computer related.
It's true.
It fits the theme of this game.
Want to talk about the .com bubble? Because
Describe it.
he shot a bubble.
Oh. Did you actually say that intentionally, or just happen to line up?
What is the .com bubble anyway?
It was a theory that a giant bubble was going to
It's
develop
gonna
on
pop
site.
inside the internet.
Yeah.
That's cool. Digibubble.
It
Digital
was,
bubble.
it was that a bunch of people were buying domains back in the 90s. And then like nobody knew how to monetize the internet back then.
Oh.
So just a bunch of people lost lots of money because they were all investing in, like, lots of companies were getting in on it. We were going through those commercials. And there were so
They're
many.
interesting.
Like, oh, we have a website where you can.
It was a really specific thing a lot of the
file
time.
your taxes alphabetically, and you're like, why would I pay for this?
They had really specific functionalities. It'd be obscure sounding domain names. So it's not like a surprise that a lot of them ended up failing like that. But yeah, there was an overabundance.
Now, what would you say there's an overabundance of in this room?
Penises.
That's true. It is kind
Well,
of a
now that I'm
sausage
sniffing
fest.
the air stench.
What?
Huh?
That's mean. I showered.
I joke.
I washed
did.
my armpits.
Sorry, do I need to mark that with a connotation so you could understand I was clearly joking?
I would actually appreciate that, yes.
Okay.
Could you also include a picture of Jim Carrey?
Which role?
Can you make a gif of him bobbing up and down really fast?
Do you like when he makes the annoying noise?
The-
That's him, all
Can you
right.
try that again?
It's his classic bit.
One more.
I ran out of juice.
Ah, the mask.
Oh yeah, he does it in the mask.
Does he?
Yeah, he
No.
says, "Yeah, baby, yeah, I'm the mask."
He says, hey, baby, do I make you horny?
He starts helicoptering his green cock around really fast.
It makes
it would
propeller
become a-
noises like a cartoon.
It would be a cartoon fan, and it would blow you away.
I love the mask. It's got cool music.
That's
A
fun.
cool mask. What more could you want?
And lives up
You
to the
should have just
title.
left it at it has a mask.
Don't look out! What?
He logged out.
Sorry, Chris.
Smithers.
What about him?
He's smashing. Hey,
That was her.
this is an anti-burpo zone.
She's vile. She doesn't
Stop
belch.
burping on OneyPlays!
It's very rude.
How many times do I have to say it? I sound like Mr. Aziz. No, I don't. I sound like Peter's, what the fuck? That's you!
That's you, Chris.
But unlivid.
Little did you
way.
know you were suffering from the internet disease.
Is this my real body? He should suck himself off. I must have a
Chris,
Down
don't spoil
syndrome.
things.
What?
Huh?
Sorry.
I don't forgive you.
If I was in this big, open, reverby room, I'd say,
And you bump into those boxes. And knock them over.
beautiful, perky tits.
Yeah, you got that distracted.
Poor shy girl.
Allow me to show you my beautiful breasts. Look how dude, they're glued to her. Like her sweater doesn't drag. Like,
Look,
droop.
I mean,
She literally fucking super glued. She super glued her shirt to her tits. Look at that. They're popping out.
You don't have to stare, Chris.
How can you not? Why did they make this game so titual?
Well, Chris, I don't know if you ever noticed, a lot of Digimon were just big-breasted women
Were
a lot of the
they?
time.
Yes.
I don't remember that at all. I remember there was an angel.
Yeah.
That's about it.
There's the what's her name too?
The Boobymon.
I
might
feel like
be.
Lilymon has like seeable tits.
There was Breastamon, Boobamon,
Lady
Titamon, Jugamon, Mammermon. Mammermon.
Mammermon.
Mammermon, Digivolve 2, War Greymon.
Is there a Mamamon?
Mamamon, Motherlymon, Nurturemon,
Maternalmon, which is kind of like Motherlymon,
Femalmon.
but it's like a
That's a
different
recolor.
color.
Yeah.
It's a blue variant.
Shy girl. She's not that shy. In fact, her
I
body
see
language.
I see through her ruse. I see.
Look how she's standing. She's literally like saying "fuck me" with her body. Look at that. You know I'm right.
That's very presumptive, Chris.
Was that?
That's her. She's beckoning
That's
him.
her catchphrase.
That is very anime.
Every time she appears, it's like the Team Rocket motto, but not as memorable.
Miyamoto?
Miyamoto.
Mia Memory?
Does Miyamoto have a motto? Does he have a Miyamoto?
Chris, I think we need some more boobs in here.
There please better be bigger booby. Show up. Oh. Something sounds really hot on the other side of that door.
It's the macho security guard.
So hard. Dude, this is not going to turn into porn, is it?
I mean, not that, that's a problem or anything.
Who would ever want Digimon porn?
Probably Julian.
I don't think so.
Or should I say, Julian? Okay.
You're pointing at the camera?
All right. Who's this lettuce-headed...
Lettuce-headed.
Lettuce-headed.
It's not what I first think of, but like, I'll appreciate the visual.
What do you think it is? Lily pad?
Yeah, it's clearly meant to evoke some kind of plant. So it's not like you're...
It's lettuce. And
It's not like you're totally off base.
lettuce is a plant.
Yeah.
What was the name we went with again? Loberto?
Loberto, yeah. A boyfriend? Oh my god. Can we move to Japan?
I was never interested before, but after, seeing this game, it seems pretty neat.
Just rename it,
old lettuce head!
just rename it Titland.
Titopia.
Land of the Rising Tit.
I want someone to shoot him right in that target.
Why do you want him dead?
Just like the kid from Mac and Me.
Yo, editor, edit in a guy fucking her in her ass. Thanks.
Thank you.
I was gonna say edit in the Mac and Me thing. Getting shot.
Make it, put it a split screen so they see both of them at once.
Yo, editor, like remake her in Blender, but make her more real and hot. And edit me
More
fucking
real
her
and
really,
hot.
really nicely.
And make it look convincing and believable, like you could send it around.
Yeah, if you make it look photorealistic, I might give you a raise. Why is she sucking on her finger like that? I bet she has a little piece of banana in it.
Why?
I'm glad that made you laugh.
She peeled the banana and it got stuck in it. Where's Agumon, for fuck's sake?
Well,
He's
make
getting
him
you,
soon.
Agumon!
Agumon!
He's going up and down.
Agumon!
Like, I picture, like, the giant slides at the fair, because they have those bumps on them.
Okay, so Agumon digivolves to Greymon.
He sure does.
Who sounds like Greymon, right? Then he digivolves to Metal Greymon. Then he evolves into War Greymon. Now what? Now then what? What would the next name be?
Yeah, what is the one after that?
Better War Greymon.
Then after that, the superior, better War Greymon.
I think you just said it.
It would be like... it would be like V War Greymon EX or some shit.
That's cool.
They have... That's generally what new Digimon
Have
are
they
like.
done like Gamma, Beta? Have they worked
I'm
that
sure
in?
they have.
Do they?
I don't know.
They do all the different
Beta form.
fraternity houses.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Monsters University?
I have, yes.
There's a scene in that movie where Mike Wazowski...
Digivolves.
That's better than I was gonna say.
Just like the visual of him spinning.
He
then
looks
he
like a
falls over,
Digimon.
like, in the video.
A little bit,
He really does.
He looks a bit like an old Digimon. He's just changed the way his pupil looks. It needs to like
He
be
looks
really
more
big with
Monster
the
Rancher
shines.
to me.
He does actually look Monster Rancher. Did you ever play the PS1 game where you can put in CDs and create
It's
unique
a
monsters?
really
Rancher.
cool idea. I wish I had played
Did
it.
you ever see what happens when they die?
No.
They have a whole funeral. You find the dead body, and
Oh,
they come to
no.
you.
Jesus.
And they
That's
ask
sad.
if you want to hold a memorial.
That's fucked.
Kind of mean. Kids played that, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, children. I'm sorry.
Is that the creator of the series?
It's a little old lady.